We did have a guy that was hit in the head with a pipe. Don't have a whole lot of information on the suspect. We had some witnesses that were able to kind of help us out with that, but the injury was described as non-life threatening, so we're still looking into that. The burglary, houses and apartments that were entered, really nothing of note out of the disorderlies. The family disputes are all reports. Frauds, a lot of ID thefts in there. Larcenies, really nothing of note, a lot of shopliftings, but nothing big. The one sex offense, that's a report, no arrests on that. And suspicious subject, I don't have anything that was, I think, created in error. The unattended death, nothing suspicious with that. Vandalism is nothing concentrated in one area. All I have. Do you have any questions for me? Yeah, so that was the March for Justice, yeah, that assembly. So it was Friday afternoon. It was supposed to be from 2 to 4 p.m. I think it went fine. We work with people to be able to exercise their right to assemble and say whatever they want to say. We had met with the organizer a few times. There was a permit that was granted for this. I think everything went well. We had to maybe kind of adjust some little things on the fly, but that's not uncommon. We've done that before. The main thing that we do is we always work with people or groups to be able to make sure that they're able to exercise their First Amendment rights and want to make sure that it's done safely, that everybody that participates is able to do so safely and make sure that they're not interfered with by anybody else. And I don't think we had any issues really at all. I think it was a pretty successful.
I think I'm remembering post on that, you guys said that there was something outside of the parameters of the permit, or there was something.
Yeah, so I mean, really, it was just a couple of things, I guess, but they were like the march, I guess we want to call it. They were supposed to stay on the sidewalk and the boulevard, so they were supposed to be out of the street. Obviously, there's a safety concern. I think initially they may have wanted some vehicles in there, and we told them no, again, because of safety concerns. When they started, they had a couple of vehicles at the lead and then other vehicles behind it. We basically stopped them and explained that the vehicles were not part of the permit, that they're not allowed to be with that. And then the people that were walking were allowed to continue on. So I think everybody was pretty much good with that. I guess the one little change came is they didn't stay on the boulevard or sidewalk, and so we had officers that ended up shutting down the street. So it's things like that happen, and so we work with the people again. The idea is to be able that they can exercise their amendment, but do so safely. And so it wasn't necessarily planned that we were going to shut down streets, but when they were in the street, we wanted to make sure that they were going to be safe doing so. And so like I said, I think everything was successful. They were allowed to do their march to exercise their rights, and we were here to make sure that they were able to handle that and be safe while it's taking place. I didn't see anything about that, so I don't have any information on that. I don't know. I mean, it's certainly possible it happened. I just don't know.
What about the what exactly
that was handled Friday morning, and outside of what the chief said, we're not going to be able to give any further details. Essentially, just because the South Dakota DCI is investigating this, so we gave our initial statement on what happened, or the chief did rather, and any other information is going to have to wait until DCI's investigation is complete. So, and that's pretty standard. We're able to give a comment when things like that happen, but when there's another agency investigating it, they're the lead agency, and so we're not able to give out all the details. That's going to have to come from DCI. Anything else? Okay, thanks.